Hello and welcome to this edition of Tuscaloosa is Talking with Philip Coleman, which finds us today at Tuscaloosa MedSpa, where I have learned a brand new word for my vocabulary, and that is esthetician. In fact, my two guests today, they are licensed estheticians, which means they are highly qualified professionals in skincare, which can be very necessary during this time of the year, summertime, the sunshine season, during which we all need to know how to avoid the more harmful effects of the sun's rays. And I'm talking about sunburn, reducing our likelihood of developing skin cancer, including melanoma. And I thank you both for joining us today, and I also thank you both for allowing us to shoot this interview at Tuscaloosa MedSpa, located obviously here in Tuscaloosa, right off Veterans Memorial Parkway.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
And before we get to the very heart of our discussion, I'm going to ask you both to please introduce yourselves and tell our viewers more about exactly what is an esthetician, a licensed esthetician.
Yes, sir. Well, my name is Morella Molina. I've been a licensed esthetician now for over 10 years. I've been here at Tuscaloosa MedSpa for 3.
And my name is Alex McWhorter. I have been a licensed esthetician for 5 years, and I have been here at Tuscaloosa MedSpa for 5 years.
Very good. Well, again, thank you both for joining us today. And as we were discussing previously before we began recording our interview, for those persons that find themselves having to spend an extended amount of time in the sunshine, in the sunlight, either because that's part of their work, part of their jobs, or perhaps they choose to spend an extended amount of time in the sunshine from exercising outdoors or playing outside, what is the immediate advice you give to someone who's going to be out there in the sunshine for, say, a long period of time?
Wear sunscreen.
Wear sunscreen. And before we give any more advice, I do want to say we are licensed medical estheticians. However, we are not doctors. So if you do have any concerns about suspicious lesions or anything on your skin, please seek medical advice or go see a dermatologist. We are licensed to treat the skin and aesthetic services, but we are not able to diagnose. But we can definitely help you, create your routine for your skincare, let you know what products work best for you, do treatments, beauty treatments, treatments that help with hyperpigmentations and things like that. But we do not diagnose skin cancer.
Very good, and a point very well taken indeed. And when you say wear sunscreen, what about wearing sunscreen? I know it should be done in a particular way. There are certain levels of it. SPF, I've heard talk about that. Tell us what that means and what that means regarding different types of skin and what type of sunscreen provides the best protection for you based on your particular type of skin.
So I would say everyone needs to be wearing sunscreen. I always recommend SPF 50 or higher, and you should apply it multiple times throughout the day. You should also wear protective clothing that helps you, get protected from the sun. So long sleeves, a hat, and then even if you are outside, or I tell a lot of clients, even if you're going outside and driving, you still need to be wearing sunscreen. So regardless of if you're just going to be inside all day, definitely need to be wearing sunscreen and then reapplying it throughout the day.
Also, a concern is regarding children who obviously are out of school now, and this video is being taped right in mid-July, so school hasn't started yet, so the kids are out there playing outdoors, a lot of them are. So what about sunscreen in children? Should the sunscreen be at a stronger level for a child than for an adult, with the amount of time kids spend in the sun and with the tenderness and the vulnerability of children's skin?
I would recommend always looking for a sunscreen that is made specifically for children, fragrance-free, nothing that has harsh chemicals, additives in it, and they do need to reapply.
And when you see people out there providing lawn service, those people out there that have jobs, that have them out in the sunshine working, whether it's a lawn service or working high up on utility poles, repairing electrical wires and that sort of thing, is there any type of special measures they should take if you're out there working in the sun for long periods of time, because that's your job? Again, you're either providing lawn service or on some kind of utility pole, doing some kind of repair work or maintenance of that nature, work of that type.
When you're in the work environment and it's harder for you to have access to reapply, it is important, like Alex said, to wear UV protective clothing. So something like a hat, or sometimes there are those little caps, I don't know what they're called, that you put on that protect your face. Something like that is going to help a worker, someone that works outside, someone that's in construction, since they are unable to reapply the actual sunscreen. Those garments are going to help protect the UV rays.
And you made it very clear, and I'm very glad you did, that you all are not dermatologists. You all do not, diagnose medical conditions such as melanoma and other types of skin cancer. But are there things that a person should look for to see if they have been have undergone a sunburn, beyond the obvious that anybody would be aware of? But are there certain things that you would be comfortable with saying that an individual should be on the lookout for to see if they have suffered a significant sunburn from perhaps overexposure to sunlight?
So I always tell everyone it's called the ugly duckling spot. So there's going to be different signs. So we call it the A, B, C, D, E.
Yes.
So it's like asymmetry. If it's, not symmetrical, the border of it, the color of the spot itself, the diameter of it, and if it's changing in, color, if it's changing in size. Sometimes if a wound doesn't heal over, that could be a possible
indicator.
Indicator of melanoma. And also everyone needs to go to their dermatologist once a year and get full body scans, because melanoma can be in spots that you would never suspect that they would be in. So it's always good.
Generally, anything that is larger than the size of a pencil eraser is suspicious, so go see your dermatologist.
I also like how we stress, or how you stressed, I should say, that everyone should use sunscreen. And there is a myth out there that when you are of color, like me, you have melon, you are naturally brown like I am, you don't need sunscreen. But that is a myth, and to some extent a dangerous myth. Even if you are of color, using myself as an example, you still need sunscreen.
Yes, you are correct. Everyone, regardless of your skin color, needs to wear sunscreen. You're more prone if you're fair skin, but in African American and Latino skin, it can happen. It's more rare, but when it is detected, it tends to be at a more advanced state because it's so hard to detect. Therefore, you do have to wear your sunscreen every day to prevent.
Now, when we're going through the summertime, when it comes to avoiding heat exhaustion, which is not one of our topics today, but when it comes to avoiding heat exhaustion, people are advised to, take breaks, to go spend a little time in the shade, cool off, hydrate. Is that advice also applicable for spending time in the sunlight, doing your job or working out if you're, jogging in the sunshine? If you're going to be out in the sunlight for an extended amount of time, again, because of your job or because you have some sort of exercise program that has you out in the sunlight for a long time, would it be advisable to take frequent breaks if you can, and come out of the sunshine for a while, go into the shade for a while, rest, let your skin have a chance to cool down and recuperate, and then go back out and resume your activity that you have to do in the sunlight? Would that be advisable, taking breaks?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, how long is too long? Like if you, I know for those people who have jobs and they have to work in the sunlight, and they may not have I wish I could think of a better word, they may not have the freedom to just stop when they want to stop and take a break from the sunlight. But how long is too long? Under ideal circumstances, what would be a nice point in time to stop and take a break from being in the sunshine?
Well, there's different factors. It really just depends on how hot the day is, but I personally, for myself, don't like to spend more than an hour before taking a break from the sun.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And another statistic, this is from the American Cancer Society. If you have had more than 5 sunburns in a year, that increases your chance of melanoma by 50%. So anything you can do to prevent, please wear your sunscreen, wear your hat, and take your breaks.
And one last important point we're going to make, because I want to reiterate something you've already said, but what you said was so vital, it's worth repeating. If you do have any sort of suspicious markings to come on your skin, any suspicious blemishes to come on your skin, go be examined by a dermatologist or a general practitioner, MD doctor, to make sure that you find out exactly what it is for your own protection. Well, before we conclude, tell us more about this facility itself, Tuscaloosa MedSpa, again located off of Veterans Memorial Parkway here in Tuscaloosa. What sort of services do you all provide for your clients here?
Okay, we do all kinds of services, starting with the skincare. We offer facials, hydrofacials, salt facials, chemical peels. We also do injectables, Botox. We do fillers. We have a weight loss clinic incorporated to help individuals that are looking to lose weight. We also have body contouring services, Morpheus, laser hair removal. Am I covering everything?
Tattoo removal.
Tattoo removal.
Vascular lesions.
I think we pretty much covered
Lash
it
and
all.
brows.
Yeah, waxing, anything that's going to help you boost your confidence, look better, keep your skin healthy. We offer a variety of services.
And before we wrap things up, is there any particular overall skincare advice, especially with regards to we're being in the summertime months right now, as I said earlier, the sunshine months? Any particular advice you all want to share before we sort of wrap things up now?
I would say be consistent in your skincare. Wear your sunscreen every day. It doesn't matter if you're not going to be outside, even if you're just going to be indoors. Wear that sunscreen and be consistent.
All right. Again, we want to sincerely thank you all and Tuscaloosa MedSpa specifically for allowing us to do the interview here, and for you all sharing such pertinent, beneficial, vital information with our viewers. Sincerely appreciate it.
And we appreciate you coming out to our location and spending this time with us.
We're glad to do so. Thank you. And thank you, our viewers, for joining us as well. We appreciate always, sincerely, your precious, valuable time as well. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We can't say this enough. By all means, subscribe. It doesn't cost you so much as 1 penny. It just means that you will receive a very brief notification every time we do a new program. So by all means, please subscribe. In the meantime, once again, thanks for joining us for this episode, and we will see you next time.